Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mia for those of you who are new, and in today's video we are going to be sewing some home decor. I have wanted to turn Pinterest pins into real life things for the longest time, and the holiday season just gets me so cozy and ready to craft and make DIY things. So in this video I'm going to be making a couple things for my own home and then also some stuff for my mom, and we're just gonna have some fun with it. This isn't going to be like a tutorial video by any means, but I'm just going to be making some stuff. You guys are going to come along for the ride, and I'm going to show you guys how I'm turning these Pinterest inspiration ideas into real life decorations and ornaments and little pieces of nostalgia around my home. I'm so excited to finally be hand making stuff for decorations for the holidays and for my tree and for gifts. I think there's something so special about hand making things and just kind of creating these little staple pieces in my holiday season, but also just my home in general. I really love sentimental things and creating things that have meaning in them, so what better way than to use my sewing skills to create little decor pieces for my room. So without further ado, we're just gonna get right into it. I've already printed out all the templates that we're gonna need. I made these on Illustrator. I made all of these templates. I made letter templates. I also have a video of me creating a fabric banner for my market season. I will link that video up here, and I'll also link it in the description if you want to check that out. So the three things that I want to make in this video are a ruffle pillow. I've been seeing these all over Pinterest and I am so obsessed. I need to make 75,000 of them for my house. So I'm gonna be making two. I think I'm gonna make one for my couch, and then I'm gonna make one for my mom. I actually have this old pillow that we got from Canadian Tire many moons ago. It's actually falling apart. We've already tried to sew it before and it's still just coming apart. So I'm gonna use the fluff from in here and I'm gonna make her a brand new pillow. I was thinking to kind of reuse this fabric and potentially do something with it, maybe use it for letters or something, just because I feel like it's kind of a waste to not use this, except the fabric that the Noel words say is just, it's so disgusting, so we're not going to use that, but I'm going to try to reuse this for some scraps and things. And so we're going to be making a ruffle pillow. I'm going to kind of redo that one, and then I also want to make a holiday banner. Like I showed you guys, I already printed out the template for the banner and I'm following kind of the same things that I did in my other video, so I'm going to try a different banner style or a different pennant style. I printed out one of these, and then I also printed out like a triangle style. I'm not sure which style I'm going to do or which one I'm going to like better, but I figured I can try one of them for myself and then I'll make the one that I like the best for my mom. And then last but not least, we are going to be making letter ornaments. I didn't say these in order, so I'm not sure what exactly I'm going to start with, but we are going to be making letter ornaments. I saw these on TikTok and I love them. I even bought pinking shears so we could finish the edges and just do it exactly how I saw it on the video, because I think that they're so cute. I think they will add a little bit of like cozy into our tree, and I really just like to have those little pops of handmade and just like unique, memorable ornaments on the tree. Even though like I like my tree to be very like aesthetic, but I also like to have some little pops of handmade and memories in there. So without further ado, we're gonna get straight to it. I'm gonna first start off by making myself a coffee because it is 10 o'clock and I still haven't had a coffee yet, but let's make a cozy warm cup of coffee and we're gonna get right into sewing all of these little home decor pieces. I am going to start off by cutting out all of my templates. I'm using my kitchen scissors because my like actual paper scissors, I left it in my car because I had to open up a package in my car and I left them in the side of the door. I finished cutting out everything and then I realized that these letters for the ornaments are way too small. This is gonna be so difficult to put together. So I just increased the size and I printed out some new ones. This is the fun part about making things for yourself, is sometimes you have to do trial and error. So I'm just printing out the bigger letters and I'm gonna quickly cut them out and then we're actually gonna get started. As I'm stitching together new home decor for my office and my house, I wanted to mention a tool that helps keep everything else stitched together in my business, which is today's sponsor, Sage Accounting. Sewing home decor for for myself and running a business at the same time. Thing that I like to keep track of when I'm sewing new pieces for my house or for myself or even for my business is how much these pieces are actually costing me and how expensive are they turning out to be at the end. I track all of my expenses for my business using Sage, and I have been for the past year and a half. There are so many things I need to keep track of when it comes to expenses as a business owner and also now as a content creator. If you're unfamiliar with what Sage Accounting is, they are an all-in-one platform for small business owners who want to track their payroll, accounting, finances, budgeting, reports. They truly do it all when it comes to finances. And what makes it even better is that you do not have to have an accounting background to understand and easily use this platform. For someone like myself who is a crafty hobby girly and knows absolutely nothing about finance and accounting, it is truly something that I can grasp. I've talked about Sage a lot, but I connect my business bank account straight to their platform, and every week I try to go into the platform and sync all of my latest transactions so that I'm keeping up to date with all of my expenses. And more specifically, when I start a new project, that's something that I do a little bit more frequently, so I'm making sure that I'm calculating how much money I'm spending. Typically when I start projects, I give myself a budget, and Sage makes it really easy for me to stay on top of that budget, and it keeps me in check so that I'm not overspending my money. Their iPhone app makes it even easier and more convenient for me to upload receipts and track expenses because I can do it straight from my phone. All I have to do is open up the Sage app, categorize my expense, and I can just snap a photo of the receipt, and that way I don't have to worry about losing that receipt when it comes time to do my taxes for the year, which is super convenient because I'm not always near my computer, especially when I'm doing huge fabric hauls or I'm going out and I'm buying supplies for a new project. It's really easy for me just to grab my phone and do it right there instead of trying to remember to do it on my computer. Sage honestly makes me more confident in the finance side of my business and gives me a better idea of where my money is going and how much I'm actually spending on different projects, different videos, which in turn helps grow my business and support me as a small business owner. And right now is one of the best times to try Sage. They are offering you a wicked deal of 90% off your first 10 months. So if you've wanted to get organized or wanting to feel more confident with your finances as a small business owner, then now is the time to try out Sage and get 90% off 10 months, which is so good. You can get started with Sage by clicking the link in my description and signing up for an account and get started on organizing your finances more with Sage. Thank you to Sage for sponsoring this video, and now let's get back to sewing up these Pinterest pins. Okay, so we finished the first letter ornament and she looks so cute. She's not as puffy as I wanted, so I think I'm gonna add 2 layers of batting when I do the next letter. And she turned out so freaking adorable. These pinking shears definitely make the project like look better. I just think that the scalloped edges are just so darling and I just love them, and I'm so excited. And I feel like this would be perfect on like a banner. So like now I'm rethinking the pennant banner and maybe like we do a little letter banner. Not sure, but I love this. So I'm gonna try another letter with double batting and we're gonna see how this turns out. I am gonna also go over with my iron and press away these little things. I'm gonna actually see if I can use my hair dryer, if that's gonna help, because sometimes when you iron over polyester batting it makes it not puffy anymore. So I'm gonna try my hair dryer with this, and yeah, let's try the next letter. Oh my god, I love this. I'm so excited to make the next one. Okay, I'm also filming some short form content at the same time, so you might see my phone in the way and I'm so sorry. It's kind of hard to get angles in my office because it's kind of small. But let me show you the cats because they're so cute and they're laying here. They love just chilling with me while I'm working, but the fire alarm went off. And the thing with like these cats now, they have been moved 3 times now, and both times we've lived in a house. We've never lived in an apartment together. And the first time that the fire alarm ever went off, I swear they like literally like sharted their pants. And now they're kind of used to the sound. Like it doesn't startle them anymore, but they don't like it obviously because it is so deafening. Like me, I think I'm deaf after listening to that blaring alarm. I mean, good on that, because if there was a real fire it would wake me up. But they just lay wherever they are. They like get all like cozy and they like shove their face in wherever they are, but they don't run away. They used to run and hide under my bed every single time, and they would be petrified where they wouldn't come out from under the bed for like 2 hours. But now they just chill. I'm also enjoying my coffee. It is not so warm anymore because I do take forever to drink coffee. One thing about the coffee pods from Nespresso, I find that they taste really watered down. So I never make iced coffee with the coffee pods. I only use the double espresso shots. And I was a die-hard Dolce fan. Like that was my pod for like the past year and a half when I used to live at my mom's. And when I moved here, I was using whatever Dolce pods I had left, and then I put away my Nespresso because I was trying to cut back on the caffeine. Now that I'm back on my Nespresso, I don't think I like the coffee pods. I don't even think I like the festive double espresso that I got. So I'm gonna finish them, and then after that I think I'm going back to Dolce. I could also try the Chiaro. I think Chiaro. I just love the Dolce. Like nothing hits the way that pod hits. Okay, so I did the next one, and I definitely think that I like it with the double batting. I just think it has more structure and it has more poof to it. I love this one. This one is J for Jacob. I'm gonna make my brother one in a green pattern because green is his favorite color. Jacob really loved this chicken cowboy print that we got at Joann. RIP. But yeah, I'm not even American. I went over the border to get this, and now we can never get this again. So we got this, and I made sure to get the little chicken in it because he loves chickens. So this is so cute. I definitely think that I need different ribbon, but I'm just using what I have. I don't want to buy a whole bunch of things for these. These things can be made using scrap fabric. That's all I've been using so far. I've just been using scrap fabric that I find in my little scrap bin. I have two of them over here. This is like for bigger scraps, and then I have a smaller bin with smaller ones. I've been using scrap fabric for these ornaments, so I love them. I think that they are so cute. Like I said before, I definitely think that the scalloped edges add just some cute little darlingness to it. Like I just think it makes it so much cuter. I'm really happy with how these turned out. I'm gonna make a few more. I think for this next one, I'm gonna film the process of it on my phone so I can get some content of actually making these from start to finish. That way, in case I feel like doing like a little tutorial voiceover or doing like a little short form ASMR or something, I'm gonna go grab my headphones so that I can still listen to the video that I'm listening to and also get the ASMR sounds. The vibes are here. I am not mad about it. Honestly, the first snowfall was yesterday, which we haven't gotten snow in Toronto in a long time, like in November. At least I don't think we have. I am not mad about it. I had the coziest Sunday ever. And yes, it is freezing outside. Yes, it is annoying driving in the snow and letting my car warm up and shoveling the snow off my car. However, I work from home and I spend most of my days at home, so I love it. Some of you may not. You have to travel in the snow, go to work in the snow, wait for this rain in the snow. My condolences are with you. I just finished cutting out the first letter. Here she is. I fear I'm obsessed with these. Okay, so I'm making a Mary banner. I have many plans for today. And it's 12:30, so not sure what the plans are going to be looking like, but we're going to start with this letter banner, and then I think I'm going to try the ruffles. I really want to see if I can do the ruffles with this machine. I don't necessarily want to get the singer out. I'm going to continue cutting these out. Then I'm going to sew together the bias tape, which is going to be what the letters are going to go onto. These picking shears are so nice and so satisfying, but they hurt my hand immensely. I think the banner and the ornaments turned out perfectly, and you could use these interchangeably because they're not all sewn on to the bias tape or the twine. So you could use these as ornaments, you could use these as letters for your bunting banner. There's so many different things that you can use these for, but they turned out so cute. I made two sets, one for me and one for my mom. So I made two sets of all the letters. So this says Mary, well right now it says Mayor. I'm trying to hold all of them up for you. I made all of these letters for my mom's banner. I think for hers, I'm gonna try the twine to see if it looks better. I have twine So this is what I'm gonna use for my mom's banner, and for the banner that I put up on that wall, I don't know if you can see, it's on that shelf right there. I used double fold bias tape that I bought off of Amazon, that I bought intentionally for my banners, but I wanted to see how they would look if I sewed the open edge closed and used it kind of as like makeshift twine. So you could do both, depends on what you like, what look you like better. I think I'm gonna like the twine better. I just feel like it's gonna look a little bit more handmade and not so like polished, if that makes sense. But I'm really happy with how this turned out. It is currently 1 o'clock, so I'm gonna take a quick break and make some lunch, and then we're gonna get started on the pillow. I brought the pillow here. I'm gonna measure out what size this is because I think this is a perfect size for a pillow, and then do the ruffles. So I'm really excited. I want to try ruffling on the Juki. I don't know how it's gonna work. I've only ever done ruffling on my Singer. What I do is I turn the tension all the way up and I make the stitch the longest stitch length, and I just sew. So hopefully it will work. First things first, I want to cut the 2 outer panels. I don't have any red thread, so that is gonna be a slight issue. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sew it with a zipper. I'm setting myself up for a little bit of a challenge here. I know how to sew zippers. Something about sewing that together is gonna send my brain into orbit. So I'm going to cut out the outer panels first. I'm not gonna lie, this pillow was a little difficult. I definitely should have made a little tester pillow, especially because I've never ruffled with the Juki before. So we are going to flip her right side out and see. It doesn't have to look perfect. Let's flip her and see. I'm scared. I finished the pillow and it looks so good. Obviously there are some things about it that I would change the next time I do it. This is the first time I've ever done a pillow and sewn a zipper into a pillow, and I definitely need to practice more with the ruffles on this machine. I think I need to do less tension so that it's not super tight ruffles, or just make the strip longer next time. I did 1.5 times the perimeter of the pillow, or the size that I wanted it to be, and I ran out of ruffle about, I would say, 1/3 the way through this. So I definitely would maybe like multiply the perimeter by 2, even 2.3 maybe I could even do, to just have enough ruffle, because I can cut ruffle off and refinish the edge, but I can't. It's really hard to add more ruffle. Thankfully I had my initial ruffle that I sewed, like my practice one, and I was able to like use that, would fit perfectly in the gap that I needed, but I would definitely make the ruffle longer next time. This is her. I think it turned out really good, actually. I love it. Don't look at the back, because the back has some unfinished edges. I'm trying to find them. Here, where I had to connect the ruffles together, you can kind of see the white thread. Obviously, I would recommend using the thread color that's appropriate for your project, but I did not feel like leaving today. So this is the pillow. I could probably stuff it a little bit more as well. And this polyfill is pretty messy. So if I go over it with a lint roller, it starts to like pull the polyfill through the fabric. So I've just been like dusting it off like this. But this is super cute. This is my mom's. It's going to my mom's to replace her little dinky Canadian Tire pillow that has been a long time within our family. So this is the pillow. It looks so good. It looks pretty much exactly like a Pinterest one's. Definitely some, you know, practice needed with my ruffling skills and my ability to like sew it in to the actual project together, but I think for our first ruffle pillow it turned out really darn good and I'm really happy with it. I'm so happy with all the things that we made today. I am back from dropping my mom off at or picking her up from the car dealership, and we ended up going out for dinner together. We just had like a little dinner. We are just girls, so we had like a little appetizer thing, and we both got the same like dinner plate. We got chicken noodle soup, a chicken club wrap, and a loaded baked potato. We ate the soup and the baked potato, and then we both took the entire wrap home. So that's gonna be my lunch tomorrow when I go out. Anyway, I'm back and we're doing yet another project. We have my cat notebook. This cat notebook has all of my sewing patterns in here, all of the measurements, anything that I've trialed and errored, it all gets stuck in here, whether it's a sticky note or just me writing things down. So I just converted a pattern that I got off of TikTok of this girl. I will link her TikTok down below, but she created this cute Christmas bow and I really want to make one. I'm gonna put it on the top of my tree, I think. So we're gonna go ahead and make this up. I converted the centimeters to inches because she used centimeters. I think she's from Australia or New Zealand or something. So, and in Canada we actually use centimeters. We use the metric system, but I measure everything when it comes to sewing in inches. I just find it so much easier for me. I don't actually know if I want to put it on the tree yet. I kind of want to make one first, maybe hang it on the wall or something. Maybe we can put it up on that shelf. Okay, I finished the bow. It's so cute and it took literally no time to make up. So I will be making so many more of these. Look at how cute this bow is. Hello, I'm so excited to put this somewhere. Every Christmas I want to do the bow cabinets in my kitchen. I can make my own. It's so adorable. Okay, I love this. I need to start making more things off of Pinterest. Now that I've sewn for literally the entire day, I made some cute decor pieces for my house. The pillow for my mom, the garland for me and my mom, the new bow, and also some letter ornaments. If you're looking for some information on things that you can sew up really quickly, all of these I did in literally just a couple of hours. So you can definitely do these. They're pretty beginner friendly, honestly, except for maybe the ruffle pillow that requires a little bit of concentration. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching me sew for the entire day. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to check out Sage Accounting if you want to manage your finances and make it a little bit easier to keep track of those kinds of stuff for your small business or just for your content creation, whatever type of side hustle you are doing. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy, and if you did, please make sure to leave a like and don't forget to subscribe so you can join the Queenie community and become besties. I will see you all next time. Bye!